If you've read the headlines, you'd be forgiven for thinking our medical system is imploding. There's certainly been enough industrial action to suggest that the people charged with taking care of us are at breaking point.
Our patients aren't safe, we're not safe, we're not giving them the care that they deserve.
It's just a hard slog every day.
But this time, it's doctors and dentists demanding more pay. You know, the ones who earn on average between $150,000 and $200,000 a year. Who wouldn't want to be a doctor?
The resident doctors are looking at their seniors here in New Zealand, the senior doctors, and the struggles that they're having. And quite frankly, it's not an attractive future. The conditions are hard. We don't have enough doctors. We're also facing an increase in demand. So we've got more patients and our patients are sicker. And so, of course, they're burning out, they're getting fatigued, the workplace is getting less and less attractive.
All this contributes to situations like that on the Kapiti Coast. This is Marie Bismarck. She's a public sector psychiatrist who treats adults. She is the last one left standing. Her colleagues have moved on.
If we don't get enough doctors, we simply can't deal with the increasing demand, and waiting will become more and more normal. Most of our senior managers are getting paid more than our senior doctors these days. When we say we value these people, it needs to be in financial terms as well as in just, you know, thanks for doing the job.
And joining us now from the Kapiti Coast is Marie Bismarck. Now, Marie, you are literally the last psychiatrist standing there. How many people are you responsible for?
So we have a population of about 60,000 people here on the Kapiti Coast, and I'm currently the only psychiatrist for all of them. So it's been really tough. I'm covering the jobs of 3 doctors and have been for the last 3 months.
Oh, gosh, that sounds so tough. So what is that impact on you?
So for me, it means I'm working lots of extra hours. I'm probably working about 50% more hours than I'm contracted for, and really exhausted. I don't think I can keep it up for much longer. For our patients, unfortunately, it means that there are wait lists for them. I try really hard to see people in as timely a way as I can, but unfortunately, sometimes it means that people are in crisis before we can see them.
You trained in Australia, Marie. How much better off do you think you would be if you were over there?
So some of my colleagues are working in the public sector in Australia, where they get about 50% more pay. Some of them are doing locum jobs where they get around $3,000 a day, sometimes $3,500 a day, and some of them are working in the private sector where they're earning upwards of $500,000 a year.
I mean, great that you are a pure person who wants to stay here, but I bet you that there are Australian recruiters banging down your door to get you over there as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I did laugh. I was on the picket line all by myself today doing my one-woman strike, and my phone rang, and it was a recruitment agency from Australia who knew that I was striking, and they wondered if this might be a good opportunity to try and lure me back to Australia. So they were offering me a locum role in Australia.
Well, on behalf of New Zealand, I'd say thank you for staying and fighting, but also, as a friend, I'd say take that job, Marie.
Look, on a good day, the job here is just the most rewarding job in the world. We sometimes meet people on the worst day of their lives, and to be able to provide care and compassion and support them to recover from that is so incredibly rewarding, but we need to be able to attract and retain doctors to be able to keep doing that.
Well, Marie, thank you for speaking to us. Good luck.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, it's gutting to see another story like this, because doctors, nurses, mental health professionals, these are the people who lifted us up through COVID, and we're not supporting them. And it's perfect time to speak up, because it's an election issue. We need to make it a bigger election issue.
Yeah, that number 1 to 60,000 is just etched in my brain. Like, she is clearly a fantastic person who is doing this for altruistic reasons, but that burden must weigh so heavily on her, and surely she can't keep going like this. The burnout would just be bound to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we are a country that is in an acute mental health crisis. You know, anyone with a major problem on the Kapiti Coast has literally no help. If she leaves, they've got to go to another city. It's actually disgusting.
Yeah.
And it made me embarrassed to be a Kiwi watching that. You know, I think we throw the word hero around quite willy-nilly from time to time, but Marie, for managing the mental health of the people of Kapiti, you are a personal hero of mine, and I'm sure of many other people.
Marie was the only one on strike in Kapiti, of course, but dozens of her colleagues have been striking around the country. I do want to acknowledge that does mean that around 250 people have had their surgeries cancelled or moved today, and that is a big deal. That is life-changing. So let's hope that what is going on with the strike gets resolved as soon as possible.